Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Intellectual Saviors of Wrestling with your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin,
and the one and only Sam H. And this is the Smackdown review from the 26th of July. Smackdown's fallout from Battleground.
yeah, and the second Smackdown Live episode.
Interesting.
So yeah, we had it opening up with the whole roster in the ring, and Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, they brought out the WWE champion, Dean Ambrose.
Yep.
And said that they were going to make a six-pack challenge for who was going to be the number one contender for SummerSlam.
Ooh.
That would be our main event of the evening.
Yeah, so we had John Cena, Bray Wyatt,
Hey!
Dolph Ziggler,
Yay!
Baron Corbin, and
I suppose that's a yay? I don't know.
and AJ Styles.
No, that was definitely a yay.
And then they said the sixth participant would be the winner of a vote from the WWE Universe.
You sure it wasn't a battle royal?
Yeah,
I'm sure they had a battle royal.
Yeah, I was one there. Jesus. Yeah, they were going to have a battle royal with the rest of the roster to decide who would take the final spot.
Yeah.
And that would be happening immediately after they all got out of the ring.
Yeah, it wasn't everyone, was it? Because all the women had to leave as well.
Well, yeah, there was that.
No, I do like a battle royal. It was only the SmackDown roster. There weren't a lot of people in it.
No. They are lacking in numbers, shall we say.
I mean, they are going to be bringing a few familiar faces into it over the next couple of weeks, if the sources are to be confirmed.
So yeah, but this was a decent way to start it off. Trying to think who were the last four that it came down to.
Well, Apollo Crews was in there. I think Kane was as well.
Yeah, well, I know the final two was Kane and Apollo Crews, and doesn't take a blooming scientist to work out this one. Apollo Crews ended up picking up the victory, eliminating Kane.
Yeah, this was good for him. I'm glad they're keeping the momentum with him. Good young athlete.
So yeah, we would have Apollo Crews as part of the six-pack challenge.
Awesome.
Eesh.
And on to confusing match number one.
Yeah, we had a rematch from Battleground. We had Becky Lynch versus Natalya.
Yeah, you see, this was a really stupid match because Natalya got the win at Battleground and you were wondering why. Because it sort of ruined Becky's momentum.
Yeah, so they've had the rematch and, long story short, Becky picked up the victory in this one.
Yeah. So it's sort of what, are we going to a rubber match? Is this going to a best of three now? I don't know.
I presume so.
Does anyone even care?
Yeah, and then weirdly after the match, we had Alexa Bliss come out and stake her claim to be the woman on SmackDown.
I was happy with that. Big fan of Alexa Bliss. Promising athlete.
Yeah, alright.
And her moves in the ring. Awesome.
So yeah, and then she was then joined by Naomi, who basically said, "You haven't even wrestled on here. How can you claim to be the best female wrestler here?"
Oh, get out of here, Naomi. Go back to Total Divas or whatever it is.
And then Carmella came out and staked her claims to being the best female wrestler on the show.
Awesome. Another great female athlete. Fan of hers.
And then we got greeted by the Red Queen.
Oh dear.
Eva Marie with her ridiculously over-the-top intro.
Yeah, this This sort of even made me cringe. It sort of sounded like the guy from the X Factor doing the voiceover, saying about how glamorous and how wonderful it was that she was coming out.
Yeah, and then it basically stopped after that.
I mean, I'm kind of confused what the point is. I mean, I know they've got a division, but there's no title.
Yeah.
They really need to look at making the women's championship dual branded if they're gonna keep it going this way.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to wait and see what happens in the coming weeks. So, and then next, we had to endure another episode of Miz TV.
And we put indoor in big capital letters. Because no one watches Miz TV.
No, much to Miz's displeasure, despite his claims. Nobody wants to see the Miz TV episode.
Now, you notice when he does the whole welcome to another episode of, and he tries to get the crowd to do it, and they just really don't.
No, that's it. So, yeah.
And his guest, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Yeah, so obviously, again, getting Randy on telly without actually having him in any form of competition.
Yeah. You got to imagine they'll give him a couple of matches before SummerSlam.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. I mean, at the end of the day, he hasn't wrestled in 9 months.
Yeah, he's going to be rusty as anything.
Yeah. Yeah, so this then escalated into a squabble. And then it did get turned into a match.
Oh, goody.
We'd have the Viper facing off against the Miz.
Yeah.
Screw it. Long story short, Miz ate an RKO.
Good. He deserved it. If it was me, I'd have RKO'd him. Hell, I'd have picked him up and done it again. And then I got out and RKO'd Maurice too.
Yeah, we had that happen. And then, much to our surprise, we had Heath Slater come out from the crowd, staking his claim as to why in the hell nobody had picked him up, and he was listing off his accolades and all that. And then Shane came out, and so I said, "Oh, well, if you're interested in joining Raw or SmackDown, send me your resume." And he just sort of like looked in disgust. A resume? Then he just listed off the fact that he was, I think he said he was the brains behind the Nexus.
Yep, the Nexus, the Core, the 3-man band.
And let's not forget it when he was a 1-man band.
Oh, God.
And then he staked that he was the hottest free agent in the industry at the moment.
Bloody hell. Is the industry that bad that Heath Slater's the hottest free agent?
So yeah, and then he'd soon find out there was another free agent standing right behind him. It was none other than the ECW legend Rhino.
Oh, yeah.
And he got hit with a rather nasty gore.
Isn't Rhino the final ECW champion? The original ECW?
Yes, I believe he was.
Because he had that thing where he sort of tossed the belt in the trash.
Yeah, so you got to be thinking, is this a hint that Rhino's joined SmackDown?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he's a good experienced veteran. Good to have around.
And also it should be noted as well that we also got another promo during the show as well, where they didn't give dates or anything, but it looks as though Shelton Benjamin is coming back to WWE, and more specifically to SmackDown.
Yeah, that's interesting as well. Shelton Benjamin coming back. I mean, I really enjoyed Shelton in his original run. You remember that Taboo Tuesday match where he won the Intercontinental?
Yeah.
And he went on one hell of a run.
Yeah, I mean, of course he's a former Intercontinental and US champion.
And tag champion.
Yeah, with the world's greatest tag team. Him and Charlie Haas. Back when they started off as part of Team Angle.
Oh yeah, Team Angle. It was a great storyline.
So yeah, and another interesting one for us to keep our eyes out. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna come to fruit because of his tag team partner randomly showing up on television. But there's big talk going around as well that Kurt Hawkins could be making his return to the WWE.
Oh yeah, hopefully he does. Because out of the tag team of Hawkins and Ryder, I always thought Hawkins was the better wrestler. I mean, he was actually The Rock's training partner when he was getting ready for WrestleMania 28.
Mm. Yeah,
I mean, that says something if The Rock wanted to work with him.
definitely, most definitely.
And wasn't there talk of John Morrison as well?
Yeah, there's been a few names mentioned. MVP's been one. I believe Carlito's been contacted as well.
Would be a good one.
Yeah, so we'll wait and see what happens in the coming weeks and months. See if there'll be a few more former WWE wrestlers making a return to the company. So yeah, and then next we move on to the main event.
Oh wow.
It was the six-pack challenge match between Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin, John Cena, AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, and Apollo Crews.
6 really good wrestlers.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, it was, I think pretty much every wrestler got their little moment to sort of shine and have their moment in the match.
Yeah.
It was a decent match. Few groans and whatnot when Cena went for the AA and it's like, oh god, here we go again.
Yeah, there was a moment in the match where Cena was just AAing everybody. And you were just like, oh, for the love of... Does he not listen?
Yeah. Yeah, but much to everyone's shock and surprise, it came down to AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
And I believe AJ went for the phenomenal forearm and missed.
No, right near the end of the match, AJ came out of nowhere and caught Cena with a phenomenal forearm.
That was it.
Knocking him out of the ring. Which I thought, finally. And he turned around and ate a rather nasty looking super kick.
Yeah, from Dolph Ziggler. And slightly to everyone's shock, Dolph Ziggler picked up the victory.
Yeah. They had been running promos all night with all 6 of them saying about how they all wanted to win. And Ziggler's one, he put some real passion into his one. You were kind of like, yeah, he wants it. He really wants it.
Yeah. So, at SummerSlam, it's going to be Dolph Ziggler versus Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The World Heavyweight part has conveniently been restored back to the name.
Yeah. I don't think we've even been given a bloody explanation as to why it was removed for a few weeks.
My guessing, they were deliberating on bringing back the World Heavyweight, and then it got changed last minute.
Yeah.
And they went with something else.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
So, end of this match, Ziggler wins, Dean Ambrose comes out, and they have the traditional stare down over the title.
Yeah.
And Shane and Daniel Bryan came down, raised both of their hands, said that this was going to be a SummerSlam main event. Well, one of 3, essentially.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm really excited for this match, because Ziggler has deserved a lot better than he's got over the last couple of years.
Yeah, he has. Well, it's been well noted that he's been poorly mistreated by the company the last couple of years. So it's nice to see that he's being given a chance to shine a bit and see what he can show and do.
And much like the Raw main event, if they give this one enough time, 20-25 minutes, and just tell him, just go for it, all out, this has the potential to be a 5-star match. Because Ambrose can pull it out when he needs to.
Yeah, and well, we know in the past what Dolph Ziggler can do.
Oh yeah, he's had many 5-star matches.
Yeah, I'm going from what's been announced so far, I'm quite looking forward to SummerSlam.
Should be a good show.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, as we're talking about SummerSlam, what would your favourite SummerSlam be?
Oof. Oh, jeez. That's a hell of a question, that one is.
I know, there's been a lot of them.
Ooh.
I can tell you mine, it's not exactly difficult.
Go on then.
2000. It had the had Undertaker v Kane. It had the triple threat main event: Rock, Austin, and Rock, Angle, and Triple H.
Yeah.
Shane versus Steve Blackman for the Hardcore title.
Oof,
When he
wow.
took the big fall off the Titantron.
Jeez, how can anyone forget that one?
Well, one of many big falls. I've always been a big fan of SummerSlams.
Yeah, they're always generally good events. So yeah, I think I'll slightly for the controversies and that. I think I might go for just trying to get the exact dates right here. I think it was either 2004 or 2005 when a young legend killer become the youngest heavyweight champion.
You're right. 2004, I do believe.
Yeah, I thought I thought it was them, but I just wanted to double check on my dates to make sure it was accurate.
Yeah, I enjoyed that SummerSlam too. It had JBL with The Undertaker, WWE title.
Yeah.
Where he went through the limo.
Yeah.
Triple H versus Eugene. There's a match. And a really good triple threat match between Batista, Edge, and Chris Jericho for the IC title.
Yeah.
So it was a good choice.
Yeah. And let's not forget as well who Randy Orton beat.
We know who we beat.
The Rabid Wolverine, Chris Benoit.
They can blanket out all they want. They can send us a cease and desist, but he beat Chris Benoit, and the epic moment after the match with Benoit saying, "Shake my hand, be a man."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good moment.
And it was a great match too.
Yeah. And then, of course, as well, the next night after that would be the downfall of Evolution.
Ah, yeah. Good storyline.
When Batista hoisted Randy up on his shoulders, and Triple H gave him the thumbs down.
Ooh. And that led to another great main event, Unforgiven, in the next month.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's us rambling on about matches and main events.
So yeah, I think that's us done for another week.
Yep, that wraps it up. From your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
I've been Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. We will see you next time. See you later.